Hello everyone, today I'm going to explain passage 1 from book 17, test 1. Whenever I start any of the passages, I start with the heading, The Development of the London Underground Railway. The reason I read the heading is because I don't want any of these words to be my key phrases. London Underground Railway, as they are going to be repeated in the passages over and over again. Let's move to the first question. The first question is the dash of the London has increased rapidly between 1800 and 1850. This will be our key phrase, but our answer will be provided by increased rapidly. So between 1800 and 1850, something of London increased rapidly. Let's search for 1800 to 1850. In the first paragraph, we can see that the first sentence starts with the first half of 1800. The first half of 1800 is 1850 from 1800. And the next thing we are searching for is something that grew rapidly or something that increased rapidly. Grew at an astonishing rate, increased rapidly. So the answer will be London's population. Population of London grew rapidly during that period. Question number 1 answer, population. For the next question, I don't think we should use the word from question number 2. If we search for Charles Pearson in our passage, it would be a lot easier. Obviously, the answer won't be given by that, so our answer should be provided from to move people to better housing in. Charles Pearson. On our second paragraph, there is the name Charles Pearson. That is our key phrase. Now we search for phrase about moving people. Relocate the poor workers who lived in the inner city slums. This is the phrase that is linked to our answer. To move people to better housing in. To relocate the poor worker who lived in inner city slums too. They are going to move people to the newly constructed suburbs. But since we can only use one word for our answer, we will only write suburbs here. Question number 3. Question number 2 and 3 are very close by, so we don't need to find another key phrase for question number 3. We'll only look at the phrases that will give answer. A number of dash agreed with Pearson's idea. So let's see who agreed with his idea. Pearson's idea gained support. So our answer will be businessmen. A number of businessmen. Businessmen. Let's look at question number 4. Our key phrase for question number 4 will be problems. We'll need to look at negative things, but our answer will be provided by getting the. Problem, getting the. Problem will be difficulty in our passage. Getting will be raising. So our answer is funding. Our key phrase for question number 5 is negative articles. Our answer will be appeared in. So negative articles appeared in. Negative articles, critical articles printed by the. Our answer is press. Let's look at question number 6. Since we have this phrase here over here, that is cut and cover, and they are encircled by 2 inverted commas, this will be our key phrase, but our answers will be provided by covered with. So we'll first search cut and cover and look for something that means covering. Okay, our first page does not have any cut and cover over this section. We'll look at the next one. This is our key phrase here. We don't have the word exactly covered with, but we have here laid on top. So what was laid on top? Soil. Soil was laid on top. So our answer for question number 6 is soil. Let's move to question number 7. Our question number 7 is true, false, not given. As always, I'll start with key phrase. Our first key phrase will be metropolitan line, but they are comparing it with other countries, and other thing we need to be careful about is before. So was metropolitan made after other countries, or was it the first one? If we look at here, we have metropolitan line was the world's first, which basically means it was before any other country. So this statement from question number 7 is false. Question number 8. We cannot take the same word as our key phrase, so we are going to look at the other words. Answers will be first day and predicted. Let's look at the first day in predictions. On the first day, we have first day here. We have the number of passengers, but it does not say anything about the prediction. So if key phrase in our question is not mentioned in the passage, it basically means not given. We have no way to compare if the given statement is true or false. Our next question is about ventilation failing to prevent pollution. We'll first search for ventilation, then we'll look at if it was successful or if it failed to prevent pollution. Ventilation, we have ventilation shafts over here, and it says here smokes and fumes remained a problem. It means pollution was not affected by this ventilation shaft. Basically, the question agrees with the passage, so this is true. Let's look at question number 10. We have curtain cover again, and we also have London's central area. The other thing is we have different approach other than curtain cover in London's central area. We could either search with curtain cover or London's central area. We have curtain cover here, and let's search for central area. This part of the capital center. The curtain cover method of construction was not an option in this part, the only alternative. So they are talking about alternative. The question again agrees with the passage. A different approach from curtain cover technique was required in London's central area. They are talking about alternative. The question is true. Question number 11. The windows on City and London trains were at eye level. City and South London trains. Those are our key phrases, and we look for windows and eye level. Let's see if this is true. Over here we have City and South London. The next thing we need to find is windows. Windows just below the roof. So this is not at the eye level. The window in City and South London is not at the eye level, but it is below, just below the roof. So answer for question number 11 is false. Again, we cannot take City and South London Railway as our key phrase, but our key phrase will be financial success. Let's see if they talk about any profit or loss. City and London Railway was a great technical achievement. It did not make a profit. Did not make a profit. It means it was a financial failure. So our question does not agree with passage, so it is going to be false. For question number 13, Tuppenny Tube will be our key phrase. It talks about running on time. Let's see. Tuppenny Tube. What about the timetable? This passage does not mention anything about timetable of the Tuppenny Tube. Basically, question number 13 is not given, as we don't know if it ran on time or if it was late.